Have you ever wondered how to say was in Arabic?
When I started my grammar section of the Arabic learning, I came across quite a few things which helped me. And this is why I think learning grammar is very, very important in the beginning. Don't learn how to say was, for example. Don't say, oh, how do you say was in Arabic? Because saying was in Arabic is not as simple as saying was, or how you have he was, she was, and then they were. In English, at least it's just like was or were when trying to convey a meaning of something that has happened in the past. But was in Arabic is not so straightforward. Well, it is the same base word, but there's conjugation in Arabic that makes like 14 different ways to say was or were. So when I came across this series that I was following on Arabic grammar, which I will put a link in the description box below, and I have talked about this before. I'm not an expert in Arabic and nowhere near an expert in Arabic. I don't even really know it. I'm just beginning to grasp it. But I share with you the resources I use to help you learn Arabic. So what I like about this is when I learn something and then when I start to read books, even children's books in Arabic, and then I find familiar words and I know exactly why it's conjugated the way it was because of the conjugation that I learned while doing this Arabic grammar courses. So it helps a lot. So for example, kana is was, right? But it's used with madi, which is past tense. So it denotes something distant, like in the distant past, something happened. And it's conjugated into 14 different ways. For example, in Arabic, the plural starts with three or more because there is a particular, uh, I'll say, jaw plural, yeah, that's used in Arabic for two things. So there's one, there's two, and then plural starts at three. So how you conjugate each of these is going to be different on what your message you're trying to convey. So for female in English, it's she was or he was. But in Arabic, it becomes kana for he was for masculine or kanat for a female. So, it's not as simple as, oh, how do you say was in Arabic? It depends on the context, it depends on what message you're trying to convey. How many people are you talking about? Are they male? Are they female? So it's quite interesting. And I like how I'm actually describing this because it helps me remember. Because when I talk about it and I've read about it and I listen about it, if I can explain it to somebody, it shows there's a reasonable level of understanding.
So when you want to say, for example, I was, it's kuntu.
Kunna for we were, kuntum is for a group of, a group of men, kuntum. Then there's also kuntuna, and all this is explained in the video that talks about the grammar.
So you can't just say was in Arabic is this. It's not that simple.
There's a whole list of things that you have to know and understand first. Okay, so after that, so this is where the fun really begins because, like, I've talked about this book. That's the first Arabic book that I've bought purely in Arabic as a story, as a fun reading, not as like a lesson book that I've been using. And this is the stories of the prophets Lil Atfal for children. And one of the things is the use of kana. Since these are stories of the past, it makes sense why there is so many kanas. And kana is for masculine, see, and then kana again, past, kana, kana. You can see how many kanas there are here. And then I open the book again. The kanas continue, and when I open the book like this and I realize, oh, this is what I learned in the grammar lessons, it makes me really happy because I can understand what the kana is about, and I know already that it's something to do with distant past, and it's nice when I can relate what I've been learning to actual reading. And then you also find in the Quran, when you hear things like kana, you know, okay, this is a word that I recognize. So doing a lot of reading helps in understanding. Okay, and here you also find kana, and anyway, there are quite a few throughout the book. Here's another kana, kanat, that's feminine. It's a really nice story, but this particular story is of Prophet Ibrahim, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yes, story of Prophet Ibrahim. Alright, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Thanks for watching, and see you again in the next video.